Yes, good morning. Can you hear me? Good. So, holy smokes, nice move. We caught about 60 points on it. I'm a little bit mad because I was expecting that. I wish we had the opportunity to add more contract on this setup, or at least wait for a dump at the open, then a rip into the FVG that we talk about in the prep. Like if you listen at the morning prep that we made, the plan was pretty much perfect this morning. I will say again, but it doesn't mean that we always execute it like we should. But pretty nice morning again. So I'm happy with the trade. 60 point, like I said, I enter at 60, like zero drawdown. Grind. I offset in the 2 p.m. new swing from yesterday FOMC. I talk you about this FVG as a main focus for continuation long and a serious one. We retrace on 9 a.m. This is perfect. We create the block and then we expand into the FVG yesterday's high, and we should see a continuation higher. From there, though, I'll be very cautious. I'm still maybe loving this block for a dip at the open, but the problem is that we already tagged the target on the upside. This is a terrain play though, so I'll be very cautious. We are in a breakout. This we already gave like a quick reaction. I would not play this one to be honest at the open. So maybe we can see nine retest of nine. If it's the case, nice. Terrain will work. It's a little bit cocky one. This one. The S&P 500 is very nice too this morning. He was lagging all night long, and now look like he want to break out. So full target is 7,600. I talked to you about this level yesterday. So we need to print a wick there. It's a dynamic cycle, the start of a new delivery. With no wicks, we all know that we should print a wick back there. It's Apex day too. Tomorrow the market are closed, so be aware of that. And to be honest, with this move this morning, like I always said, the easy run already happened. So now your job is not to try to find dopamine in those chart. Focus on you, focus on your setup. And for me, the easy part is done. Can we sell all the way back down? Honestly, it's always a possibility, but we will need to see the VIX reclaim at least 17 and a half. But I will play the trend. So very nice morning. I'm a little bit mad, and I was with the bootcamp team when I called out the long on Nasdaq, and I was saying I was looking to be pretty heavy on this one. You know, I trade pretty light recently, but this one was very nice. Torine's working. We should see at least this DXY retracing. Be cautious because during Apex day and especially quad Apex like today, we can see a lot of fuckery. And I talked about that yesterday, but there's no inefficiency from earlier this week on the downside. Like on M1, we literally have nothing left here. So it's pretty tough to find some easy targets. It could mean two things. Like we can very quickly speed higher and have a massive breakout. This is probably the scenario I think we will see. I will put the option. So it's like about since 1 month, New York Open is not the session that should excite you. Pre-market is very, very nice. So there you go. Torine just delivered 1 hour here. Like, is anybody took Torine here? That's it. A little bit ballsy, but the setup was there. Now we should tag 9 a.m. M5. This can be a long, but the problem is that we already took out this FVG. If this is not there and we dump first, this is probably the best buy you can take. And it's still a nice one. I love maybe this long. Be cautious in this market. But if you want to long something, this dip is what I was looking for. But I was looking for this dip before the pump. So good job, Gary. That's a pretty nice sell from Torine. Let's see if we can reclaim 17.5 on the VIX. Let's see if DXY can pump back up. But be careful trying to short continuation today. This, for me, start to looking like a nice buy. You look at 30 minutes chart, watch the reaction below 9 low. If we expand there, I think we can see a pretty strong continuation. But before that, I'll be very cautious. Holy smokes, Torine! I don't even know how I ignored it this morning, but holy moly. What a nice move. And it started to be pretty deep as a retracement to be confident on a bounce here. To be honest, the next target, if we sell off, it's 1 a.m. low. We have nothing before that. Holy smokes. Torine was perfect, and I was looking at it, telling you that it's a ballsy move, but it was the play, I guess. I'm always a little bit cautious when it's happening right at the bell or just before it. But both ways to trade it was available on this one. So I told you that this morning was very, very interesting. I was excited by both ways, but the open should be tricky. And for the moment, it's a little bit tricky. So I still think we will see pretty nice move. We already saw pretty nice move. Need to be cautious for a couple of, maybe a couple of hours. Let's see if we reclaim 17.5 on the VIX. If we do that, I think we will continue to sell and probably see 1 a.m. low. The tilt on top step is heavy short. $30,400 is the next target. Should expect maybe a bounce there, like another OLR. Alright, Taurine is perfect this morning. It was perfect on ES on the bounce initially, and then on the sell. Something to be aware of is the XY selling off right now. Again, UpX morning, quad UpX morning, crazy moves. I will try to short over 936. If we have this entry, I will short that. Dynamic cycle start printing right now, so be aware of that. There you go. We will shoot through 400. Good job, Gary. Nice one. Taurine. Big divergence with ES here. So I'm looking to short that on NQ. Let's see if we can have the entry. Low size, but I'm looking to add if we are able to, and we'll need to have a pretty large stop in this vol though. So I'm short here. Let's see if we can reject. I would not. I would look for like maybe 40-point stop. Maybe 50. Holy smokes. Big vol. Not a fan of the bounce here. I don't like when we wick and we hard drop and then we smack back up. Not loving that at all. I will tighten my stop at 518. Yeah, so small risk here. Maybe I would like to add into this one. 400 first target for sure. Nice. I will fully target 400. Come on, expand it. I think we can smash pretty strongly lower, but I will be happy with 2 to 1 RR, and we already took 60 point earlier, so if we can just smash that, it would be a very nice day. Come on, one tick. Holy smoke meat. Holy salami. What the hell? Give it to me. Come on. No way. No way. My bad though. Holy smokes. There you go. A little bit of stress there. Nice trade. Two big winner today. So 80 points on this one. 60 point earlier on the long side. Nice. But the real banger was Torine. Holy moly. Hey, Thierry. This was a kind of a mistake from my part. You see the block here? I was not zoomed in enough and I just put like 2 ticks below. No big deal. We hit it, but it was a possibility that we maybe had to hold this bounce. And if I was not out of this trade right now, I'd probably be en tabarnak. I can't say the F word on in English on YouTube, so I can still say en tabarnak in French. I don't think we can say that. Is anybody took the short we took? See the precision. It's never about price. It's always about time. Why? Because I didn't tell you to short over 30,478. I told you to short over 936. We have a dynamic cycle M5, so be aware of that. It can maybe change the way the market want to deliver, but let's see what this candle closure can give us. So this is a start of a new delivery. So watch M5. Very nice trade. So I miss Torrine perfect move, but I took a portion of it. I'm not very interested in anything else. Like, I'm big green this morning with those two trades. Should be enough for me. To be confident that we can slide maybe more than that, we need to see the VIX reclaim 17.5. We need to see the XY pushing harder than that. It's UpX. I know it's like the fifth time I said that, but it's the kind of move we can expect on a UpX morning. And tomorrow is a bank holiday. Like I said, if we can see a trend today, later in the day, like I said in pre-market, I think the condition will be easier later today. This morning, focus on scalp. That's what we does. What I can personally, I will not short a rally here. The job is done. Yes, we can go way lower, but for me, don't think it's A plus to short this rally. Maybe after 10, not before 10. I would probably look for longs, but it's pretty tough to find some way to engage that. The closure on the 30 minutes chart will be interesting. So if we close, you see the blue box. If we close over, I will look for longs, continuation longs. If we close below, this will become a block, and I will look for maybe a continuation lower. Before 10, nothing A plus. This dynamic cycle changed the game here. So this is a new delivery. We have a lot of zone. We can remove that one. This one. Watch maybe for retracement once we print a swing eye on M5, if we print one, and we just don't push to the highs. Put a fib on that and watch maybe 50% of that. If we close on the now, it will be like maybe for a swing. Personally, if we close over this daily FVG on Nasdaq, for me it's a buy, and we'll quickly see all-time highs early next week. Well, maybe not early next week, but we should see a continuation higher. And if we do that, I'm not expecting this low to be retested on the daily chart. So depending on the close today, and tomorrow is a bank holiday, but we can trade futures on bank holiday until like 1 p.m. So I would maybe expect like a grind up tomorrow. And for those of you who made the bootcamp, you know that bank holiday are not days to completely avoid. The precision on bank holidays day, low volume with the time cycle and all the stuff we know. Uh, Sometimes there's very nice opportunity in those days. I'm not saying I will trade, I will not be live, stuff like that, but you can check it. It's been a long time since we were that many people in a live. Glad to see that. Watch the close on the 4 hour chart. We are closing in like 6 minutes. For me, I'm done for this morning for sure, but I will be in the chat discussing if we can maybe retake something like just before lunch. Just before lunch should be a very nice spot, like around 11:20. DXY start to look strong again. SpaceX is not in good shape right now. Down 6% again today. Holy moly, Top Step is 70% long on that. Don't ask why we just had a pullback. Like I said, watch the closure on 30-minute candle. So over or under this blue box is very important for the next couple of hour. Like in this vault, you don't need to put some big size. You see, this morning I was in with only two contract, and it's like more than $300 per account. Look at ES where we wick over 936 to the tick, and then we reject. If you want to stay confident in the short, this is fully balanced. Now we should see a respect of this zone for lower price. I'm expecting a lot of speed below this low. We should see 30,340 to be tagged pretty quickly if we break that. And I gave you one scenario, a bullish scenario on Nasdaq. If we close above 30,450, but if we close below 29,970, I will be very bearish for at least 5 to 10 session. And I talked about that yesterday in the prep. Doesn't mean one or the other will happen, but if one of those scenarios are in play, I will maybe look for a swing. So we just wick the dynamic cycle. I like this vol. This is a price action. Yes, it's tricky. You have to be cautious, but if you know what you're doing, there's many opportunity in this kind of vol. So we just wick the dynamic cycle. Watch the closure in like 20 seconds. Very important for what will happen next. The yields are getting crushed this morning.
All right, partner.
So
keep on rolling.
Holy
baby.
smokes.
You know what time it is.
This is like the worst closed we could have. But we didn't close below that by like 2 ticks. So we cannot use the blue box as a block right now since we didn't confirm it. But we still can use this as a level that we should see rejection from. If we don't see that, for me, it confirmed like maybe more like a choppy AM session, and I will walk away and watch the price action back around 1120. We close as a down candle on H4. To be honest, it's pretty much only the Nasdaq that looking very strong. If you look at the Dow, you look at the Russell, you look at the S&P, it's not that beautiful. If you are very aggressive, over 10 is not a bad short. Top step is bearish, 60%. Gold is dropping hard. The Dow smashing lower. The Russell smashing lower. On the Nasdaq, showing some string here. So, how was your trading this morning? You guys took anything? I know Gary Puts took Tarine for a short. It's crazy when you think about the expression we have in French and you try to put them in English, especially when you come from Lac Saint Jean. I will try to create some new ones like I did with peanuts and yeah, we retest the block. Yeah, I would be cautious though. You okay? Yeah, you on the short side. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, good job, John. Shift bus gold. So honestly, I think that if we want to continue trading this morning, it's a little bit greedy. Like we had many beautiful move this morning. The short, I gave you the first thing I did when I wake up this morning, I gave you the short 513. So this was a nice one. In the daily plan, I talk about longing under 5 a.m. low. We reverse from it. After that, I talk about long into yesterday's news high. We took it for 60 points. That was a nice one. I was a little bit mad that the market delivered this FVG first. So I missed Torine. Perfect move. This literally no reason for me to not take that. Perfect move. Zone to zone, literally. It's like what 200 points. Holy smokes. And after that, so a bounce here. We short over 936 for this delivery. Dynamic cycle. And from now, I don't have any A plus setup at the moment. Uh, I would like to see the market go lower, but I think will push higher here. But I don't know. I don't know how we can play it. Maybe if we reclaim this FEG from 925, but this would mean you are longing after a big move and you are trying to play the continuation, and I don't love the continuation overall, but especially in this environment. So be very cautious with that. So that's it for today. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoy those live. I'm starting to find a little bit of rhythm in English, so it's positive. Should continue to be better and better every single week. So that's it. Tomorrow I will not be live. I will not make any prep video. I will probably take the day off. So see you on Sunday with our weekly prep, and after that, see you next week. Be cautious, be careful, enjoy your day. Bye.